Alright, hi everybody, we're back with more Disco Elysium. We're in this dream sequence of some sort. Looks like we're going to the murder scene. And it's myself, with a disco ball. Fantastic.
Do you remember the scent of your childhood?
Oh, what is this?
What it says on the can, Harry. Answer the question.
I was born in a hospital where people usually go to die.
You're not kidding anyone, Harry. You don't remember shit. Tell me,
This is not pleasant.
do you remember your wife's hand on your face?
Tell me what this is. I'm not answering before you tell me who you are.
You know who I am. I'm the bad day. The one where you ask her, and then later in the streets, wandering. It's the worst day of all time, Harry dear. And it's coming.
Oh no.
She will hear about it on the phone. Reality will turn into a grotesque nightmare. This will be the last thing you did to her. Tell me, do you remember the love of your life?
I left.
Oh no, funky baby, you stayed. It was the rest of it that left. Or you just stood there, with one hand on the bottle and the other on your dick, watching it go. Tell me, where are your friends? Human beings have friends, Harry boy. Where the hell
This
are
is so
yours?
depressing. I can get it all back.
No, it's gone. 3 times gone and never coming back. You failed. You failed me. You failed Elysium.
What is Elysium?
Everything. The pale and the useless. On the surface. The outer magnetosphere. Burning, furious
This
truth.
voice acting's so good.
8,000 years of written history. You really dropped the ball, Harry. 4.6 billion people. And you failed every single one of them. You really fucked up.
I've seen you before.
No, you haven't. You're just sleep talking. And the act is wearing thin, too. The spots on the disco ball
This game is
fade around
something.
you. You'll be back in those cold
Ancient reptilian
snake
brain
skins
now.
in no time. Sweating up the bed. Stinky boy.
I can come back from this.
You're not coming back from shit. Thrashing around in that high conductivity state of yours. Bumping into things and acting like a clown. Who are you kidding?
Trying to solve the case.
You're trying to what? I can't hear you. This is just a word dream now. Jumbled up garbage. The pictures are gone. The bed rises to meet you. A thin, sleep-like state. More glass than velvet, grinding in your head.
So something is wrong. Sleep shouldn't be this bad, this dry, this unnourishing. There's something wrong with your thoughts.
Oh no.
Some kind of new type of hangover.
What? No.
Oh yes, party boy. And it's worse than the one before. Just think of the shit you saw. Here it comes too. So soon already. A silent alarm goes off in your head like clockwork. Barely let you sleep at all. Time to get those clothes on, Harry. Time to go to work in the shit factory.
This game is depressing. Like, it's really depressing. Oh, we did heal up after our rest. I was wondering if we would. That's good. 7:30, day 2. But, like, this is probably the most depressing
going,
thing I've
buddy.
played since Bear's Restaurant. How was that?
Oh, just a dream. Ones like that all the time. You feel even worse this morning than you did last night.
What's going on with me?
You mean, why are you so tired? Too tired and down to even think? It is worrying, isn't it? You can't be a detective like this. Detectives need to be able to think.
Why is this happening?
It's just that your heart has finally pumped all the speed out of your system, Buster.
No.
Time to get some more. Don't do that. Stay strong. The hangover will wear off. You don't need to keep doing this to yourself.
You're right. I can take this. I'm not going to go looking for
Are
speed.
you sure? Ready to live as this pathetic shell of yourself for days? Basically, a week. Let's be honest, 2 weeks. Maybe
Hate
3.
that you have all these bad
You
thoughts that
won't
try to
make
tell you to do bad
Half
things.
the town will be dead by then.
I mean, it's
You will
really
be
interesting,
fired.
but it's stressful. I can do without the speed.
Suit yourself, slow, sad shell man. See how you...
Alright. Yeah, it doesn't seem like there's any alcohol in here. That's okay, we don't need it. We really don't. Is this? Empty cassette taste. Okay. That doesn't seem useful at all. I'm gonna assume Kim's downstairs. But we'll see. Oh, Kim wants to talk. I'm guessing those are the people I need to talk to in the... Morning, Kim.
Morning. Looks like we can get to work at once. The union muscle turned up.
Perfect.
They look rowdy. We should talk to them.
What do you mean rowdy?
I mean ungovernable. Martinez isn't exactly enthusiastic about the RCM being here. They prefer to be policed by the union. These men here, men who drink beer for
Dirty
breakfast.
experience?
I have no doubt these are the Hardy Boys Evra told us about. The ones who keep the peace around here.
Nice.
And the big one must be Hardy himself.
There's so many of them, maybe we should call in
That
reinforcements.
would just escalate tensions. No captain would sign off on it. Solving one murder isn't worth a conflict between the RCM and the Debarders Union. In fact, even the death of 2 detectives might not warrant an all-out war. So let's keep a cool head, okay?
Let's roll.
One more thing before we do. We don't have to talk to them immediately. We can walk right past them.
No, I want to
With
talk
our
to them.
business.
I love that people are in different positions today, too.
Streetwise. Zoom right past. Do it on your own terms. But aren't you curious to know what they have to say about the murder?
They're in no hurry to leave. They think they own the place. Anyway, I leave that choice to you. Whatever you decide is fine by me.
Fantastic. Let's look. We're not quite at a level up yet, are we? Almost. Whoops. Whoops, whoops, whoops. Okay. Yeah, the cassette tape is new. Find money for rent. You have enough money for that. Wait, let me look at that again. Sorry. Alright, so we'll check that out tonight too. Should be able to check that out tonight. There's so many things. Talk to this guy, see if there's any new dialogue
Can I
here.
help you?
No. Actually, let's go ahead and pay the bill before we forget about it.
Can I help you? Got the 20 real?
Yep.
Good. You got the room for the night, but remember, you'll need another 20 real tomorrow.
Perfectly fine. Do you have any new dialogue?
Just a moment.
She's agitated, judging from the way she keeps pulling at the frayed edge of her blanket.
And there's no public phones nearby?
She needs to call
The
someone.
closest phone booth is down the coast. Sorry for the inconvenience, ma'am.
It's fine, I understand. Thank you anyway.
Everything
I'm glad to
alright?
see you again, dear. Please don't trouble yourself about me, sweetie. I was
can
just
probably
looking to
use
make a call,
Kim's
but
phone.
The Whirling's phone line isn't working. The union office probably has a phone, but I can't really get there. Or to the phone booth down the coast. And Gary's phone is dead too.
What's wrong with the
The
phone line?
manager was vague about it.
Why would he be vague about phone tapping? This is something to look into later.
Why did you need to use the
Ask
phone anyway?
To let the young woman who's house sitting for us know that we may be delayed. Morel, my husband, and our friend
Oh,
Gary
no.
were supposed to get back by Monday night.
Hope her husband's
But they're
okay.
still
I would
missing
be
him.
kind of sad
I
about
haven't
that.
heard from them. I was also hoping she'd heard from Morel.
Your husband gone missing before.
That's just it. This isn't like him at all. He always plans his expeditions so carefully.
A cold breeze hisses through dense thickets of reeds. Something sweet in it, somnolent. A damp chill goes down your spine.
Okay.
When you look around, you're still in the whirling in rags.
But you have more important things to worry about.
What was the expedition?
Just some field work, sweetie. Morel is a highly trained scientist. He and his assistant Gary are studying an extremely rare species of insect. But they should have returned by now. They were just going down the coast across the waterlogged to set a few traps. He said they'd be back on Monday.
They're in a rough neighborhood?
There's a nameless old fishing village nearby, but
Oh, we need to
we've
go there
never had
anyway.
any trouble there before. There is a lot of crime around here, isn't there?
I can't say it's the best part of town, but I wouldn't worry too much about a pair of grown men traveling
So we need to
together.
get signatures there.
Some fringe science is exactly what's needed right now. Spice up that vanilla murder investigation.
Yeah, we'll find the
Are you
husband.
sure we have time to go chasing after bug hunters just now? I did suggest we play it cool, but
It's just a little side thing.
if you say so.
Oh, thank you, officers. Truly, I'll be right here if you come across any sign of Morel.
Let's see what he. Tell me what he looks
Oh
like.
dear. I'm not sure where to begin.
What does he look like?
Well, his expression is slightly grumpy, but his eyes are always bright and curious, like a small boy's. And his palms are quite coarse from all the field work, but he's quite gentle.
All right, what would he look like though?
Well, he's a bit shorter than you, but with a larger frame, and he has long
Okay.
white hair. Usually
Now I
a
can
bit
picture
uncombed.
this.
You might say wild, even.
The lieutenant pulls out his notebook and begins jotting down the woman's description.
One other thing, he'll likely have all kinds of field gear on him, even if he's not out in the reeds, you know, just in case.
I think I have all the information I need. Let's
I
move on.
hope I've been useful.
Waterlock on the canal is broken, so your husband's probably just stuck on the other side of the coast.
Oh my. What happened to the water lock?
Really don't know.
Well, whatever the cause, I'm thankful. To both of you. You've spared me another sleepless night.
You're welcome.
I hate to ask, but if your investigation takes you to the other side of the coast, please do keep an eye out for my husband.
Absolutely.
And if you see him, let him know Lena is waiting for him here at the Whirling. He gets so tangled up in his work that he may not know the water lock's been repaired. And it's cold out there.
Let him
Oh,
know.
you're such a dear. Thank you, sweetie.
All right, that's all. Talk to Everard again about the phone.
Can I help you?
Nope, Kim again. Okay. Now let's talk to these nerds over here. Hello.
Over here.
Oh, okay.
Let me handle this.
The woman says to the crowd in the mess hall before turning to you.
You seem a little different today. Less hospitable.
You are far from home, lieutenants. This isn't a district known for its love of self-proclaimed militiamen.
He's not a gardener? Did seem friendlier.
Not a muscle moves in her face, but her eyes trace yours, stern. and
Oh,
perceptive.
this is a nice twist.
You are looking for Titus Hardy, who you think has information on a murder the RCM is investigating. You want to interview him.
He points to the man standing in the middle of the room.
That's Titus. Talk to him. But know this. I'll be keeping an eye on you. No strong arming. Nothing official. The District of Martinez does not recognize your authority to make arrests.
It doesn't matter if you recognize our authority. We will make an arrest if we have to.
She says nothing. Her glare speaks for her.
What's your role in all this?
Obviously, I'm a lawyer, a legal counselor
Oh,
for the Dock
nice.
Workers Union. I would urge you to consider what you say to my clients.
What if I want to talk to you, not
What
Titus?
you want is of no significance, officer. Don't test your authority.
Why are
In
you
my
so
opinion,
aggressive?
You are no one. Aggressive? You make your living enforcing violence. These people are just dock workers.
So you were spying on us, and now you represent murder suspects. Just duck work. We've talked to Everard Clare. We know who these men are. The Union's militant wing.
Listen, you moral intern lackeys. You're a mob, enforcing the unlawful privatization of Revachol. 20 fat men in the Occident are stealing it all, and you're their bodyguards.
Fuck yeah.
Tall, broad-shouldered man takes a sip of his
So
beer.
ask what you came to ask, or get back to your commander.
Yeah, let's do that.
Let's.
Talk to Titus. Hello, buddy.
This is where you say your bit.
Broad-shouldered man points at you with a beer can.
He and his men carry themselves like giants. You'll need to prove your mettle to be taken seriously.
Detective,
First, we need to talk about your attitude.
Wow. The RCM sent us some big dick cops.
That's right.
Real big dick cops. Look at them, reckless, swinging in the wind.
Yeah, look at the big dick on that cop. Can't tell a dick that big what to do.
Must be something in the water in general.
Yeah, gave him real nice big dicks.
Yeah. Anyways,
You can tell he's sick of his lackeys.
You might want to start asking your questions now. It's not going to get better than this.
The man hanging in the backyard, did you do it?
so you're not just here to swing your big dick. You're here for the pretty boy. A real looker, that one. Stinks like shit, too.
They love him, boss. Spend all day digging around in there. Can't get enough of that pretty boy smell.
You guys are jerks.
honey. But my partner and I have a serious matter to discuss with you.
We have spoken to the head of the union.
Everard?
Yeah,
And
him.
what did he tell you? That we killed him? That we took a cargo belt from the harbor, went out back, and used it to hang him? Because we did.
Oh.
All of us together.
Oh.
I hope he told the story straight. I
Oh.
hope he told
Now we
it
got the confirmation.
There's a catch hidden somewhere. He didn't confess so that you could take them all away. It's too simple.
But there's a catch.
There is no catch. These 7 honest men have all equally come forth to tell you what happened, so that you don't waste any more of your time.
Why did you kill him?
Why? 'Cause he was worthless mercenary scum. And he stepped out alive in my town.
So he's a mercenary, that's it?
And he stepped out alive.
He repeats, jaw clamped shut like a vice.
What kind of mercenary?
The kind that shows up when you start a strike. The experienced kind, too. Had Kohoy and Semenine written all over him. Ex-Oranese Special Forces.
A live grenade. Right here in our bar.
I can't prove it, but I know he was sent by the Wild Pines. They hire merc shit like that. Story of every strike from here to Samara.
What did he actually do wrong?
Wrong? He harassed women, raped one, harassed workers, threatened to kill some as a warning.
Uh-huh.
To kill us all if we don't open the gates, if we don't let the scabs in, if we don't bend over. And that was before he started coming here.
Yeah, he said it was his favorite joint now. Started coming here every night. Drinking, grabbing girls.
This
Grab
game
one
is
of our
very
midterm
morally
yogis
complex.
Right there on the stage.
He grabbed
Let's say
someone.
that.
Yeah.
It's like everybody sucks.
A beautiful girl, young, gets into the second verse of Lover Lake. The fucker grabs her legs, starts screaming, "Show me your cunt! Why don't you show me your cunt?"
Thanks.
Then, he gets knocked on the head with a wine bottle, doesn't even fall down.
It's the same girl who was sexually assaulted.
Aren't you fucking listening? My man is talking to you. He took care of it. They got the girl out before anything else could happen.
Yeah, me and Eugene got her out. Aren't you fucking listening?
But who did he? It's a serious allegation.
You're not getting the name. That's a Martinez matter. And I'm not discussing it with you clowns.
Despite the stonewalling, you can slip one more question in.
Ask one more time.
Titus, do not answer. You have been forthcoming enough.
Fuck off, Carl. She's gone through enough without you harassing her too. She doesn't need more embarrassment.
What are you talking about? Embarrassment. If someone has been sexually assaulted, we
Oh, Kim's gonna get punched.
What you need is to get the fuck out of my face.
You hear the
I've had
aluminum cracking his
enough
palm.
explaining myself to you fucks.
As you can see, these men can only take so much baseless scrutiny. I'm doing my best to keep the situation civil, but
How did
we
he do it?
hanged him up by his neck until he got real still. Wasn't that obvious, copper?
Didn't they teach you anything at the cop school, idiot?
Can you give us a few more details? Did you muffle him? We haven't heard any reports of screams.
Titus, you don't have to clarify anything.
We overpowered him, dragged his unconscious body to the tree, put a noose around his
Ah, I
neck,
see.
and hanged him till he was dead and steady.
Then we left him for seagulls, maggots, and you fucks.
Things aren't quite right here, are they?
Actually, they're admirably,
Double ones.
surprisingly composed. The entire room. Given how many questions you've lobbed their way.
Maybe one of them's
Well,
cracking?
this one. But he's always fidgeting, so don't get your hopes up.
Where'd this happen?
Weren't you fucking listening? The fucker came to our bar. It happened right here.
How'd you manage to do it?
With numbers, asshole. How do you think? You're right,
Oh, no.
Lizzie. I've done enough explaining.
No, he hasn't. Not yet.
Alright, I have other questions about the lynching.
Like what, copper?
Who called the
Are
shots?
you deaf? There will be no singling anyone out. You can't arrest a Hardy Boy without arresting all Hardy Boys.
I
Do
see.
you think you could do that? Do you think you could arrest them all?
Dr. Titus, who calls the shots?
Who do you fucking think does?
I thought she did, pointing at Elizabeth.
It wasn't a question, dickwad. How fucking stupid are you?
This asshole is worse than... Titus runs the
There we
Hardy
go.
Boys, genius. That's why we're called the Hardy Boys. Ain't that right, fellas?
I think you got your answer.
Yes, there are some administrative differences. But on that night, they all acted as one man.
When did that
You
happen?
don't have to keep answering his questions.
I know, Lizzie. Relax. We killed him last Sunday night. Seemed like a good way to end the week.
How long had you known him?
Known him? We don't associate with scum like that, asshole.
Yeah! Who do you think we are?
Quiet. He came around about 3 weeks ago when that Pines cow first sailed into town. Happy?
By the Pines cow, you mean Joyce Messier, the representative for White Pines? The same company you are striking against?
No. I mean the Pines cow. The stupid-ass cow they sent in to fuck us over. But you know what?
He rubs his chin, pretending to mull it over.
Why don't you ask her about the pretty boy? I'm sure she has interest in things.
We're working
to
on
say
that.
When you ask her hard enough.
That's enough insinuation for today, Titus. Officer, your interview is drawing to an end. Don't waste your last questions.
So what are we gonna do now?
Nothing. Your investigation here is done. Leave Martinez, go back to your stations where you belong.
I think we're going to stick around, thanks. Some things don't add up here, Titus. I've done this job for long enough to know that people don't just confess to first-degree murder, even if it is a group responsibility.
Okay, it's not that easy, I guess.
Good luck with that. You've heard everything a rent-a-cop is gonna hear from us, real law officials. You're lucky you didn't get a beating.
Forget about their games. You've mapped out the characters. Reading the footprints in the yard should be easier now.
Okay. Talked to Everard, he said you'd cooperate.
Oh, so you went and talked to my mommy, and now she's making me play with you. Is that it, lawman?
And what's gonna happen if we don't? You're gonna go and tell on us?
Very mature guys. Everard sent word, right?
Yeah, I heard him. Now fuck do you think I'm doing here?
That's right.
You'd have your ass handed to you if it wasn't for the boss man's word. Let me state this very clearly, capo. Hello, officer. I'm Titus Hardy, and these are my boys. Hardy boys.
That's a very low chance of success. Alright. I'm gonna take off now. We did okay. That went okay. We did level up, I think. Yeah. Pain threshold again. Let's do that. Yeah. Because I probably should have thought about that more. But we need to go bust down a door. Let's do that real quick. They'll hate you, lady.
A heavy door with a missing handle stands before you, covered in dozens, if not hundreds, of little oddly shaped trinkets.
Break down the door.
Charms. It appears to be locked.
We failed again. Ah, my arm.
Ow. Shoot. Whose moronic idea was it to just run through the door? Don't
I
you
just
know that
no.
things like that?
Is that blood I'm seeing?
Are you alright? These look...
What is going on there? I warn you, don't take...
It really looks like you've done any damage to the door, however. It's still locked and closed.
Oh gosh, I should have
Dozens of
tried
little
first
charms
before
and
leveling
trinkets.
up. Never gonna get through that door. Never gonna get through that door. Okay. It's fine. We've done good. Oh.
In the morning light, the white on blue police livery on the motor carriage cannot but catch your eye.
Wait, why am I even thinking about this? Wasn't I supposed
Do
to?
something important? Something murder related? There's always something important. Doesn't mean you can't take a moment to admire this piece of machinery. Even at a standstill, the unibody Caprice Kanema looks sleek and dynamic. The cabin is tilted frontward to give it a more aggressive, hunched look. Someone has waxed it recently.
That machine really puts the loco back in locomotion. Very cool.
Mm-hmm. You want to take a closer look?
Fine machine.
Yes. An extraordinary machine.
It's nice and all, but why so modest? Put some zing into it. Flare it up. Slam it down. Helium headlights would improve the range and quality of the visual field a lot.
Ever thought about switching to helium headlights?
Actually, I have a pair at home. Just haven't gotten around to fitting them yet. I need to lay some wiring for the ballast first.
Hey, we can do it together, buddy. After we solve this case.
Maybe. Yes, definitely.
He doesn't
maybe.
like me. Alright, let's move. This is a fine place to stop. I think next time We need to start questioning people about the drugs. And then, gosh, we have so many tasks. Look at this list of tasks. We have our Tuesday tasks. And we have all these Monday tasks. So many. Oh. I don't know how the smoker's gonna help. We already got a confession, but maybe he knows something else. So many of these. Alright, but that's all I got today. Thank you so much for hanging out. We'll see you next time as we continue trying to solve this murder. Take care of yourselves, and peace out.